Yeah, let's go!
Hello everyone, I am Mr. Mike, and I am back for more Wario Land Shaken. In the last episode, we cleared off the last two levels of Quiver Cliffs, and we're gonna go on to the boss, but right now I'm back in the last level of World 5, called Bad Manner, because I gotta show you a few things. I'm currently also doing the no damage run here. I'm gonna show you what happens if you do a Mega Ground Pound. If you do the Mega Ground Pound, you'll miss out on that shrinking barrel right up there, but there's some other stuff that you can get along the way as you're trying to escape here. So if I don't accidentally get hurt, just jump over those electric puppy banded arrows. So let's just dash in here. Just run through here, nothing too big. Something you should note is that I stopped here. The reason I stopped here is because the secret map is located right here. I know I said that I would save all these secret maps until after we beat the game, but yeah, I'm gonna have to take my word back on that, because I just want to show you where some of these are. They're not accidentally ruin my no damage run. No, don't blow your gas at me. That sounds really gross. Probably shouldn't have worded it like that, but oh well. I'm going with it. So doing the Mega Ground Pound, as you can tell, is a not as good a shortcut to go through this level, but it's still something. At least I did the no damage mission and got the secret map. So yeah, we're done with Bad Manner. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, so now we're gonna go on to the boss. So this is, I am the world's famous Large Fry. I have an appetite for destruction. I gave him that voice because you'll see. This is a pretty strange boss. Large Fry Cook-Off. We'll just have to see what this is like, because it's very, very strange. It's still a fun fight. I don't know if you heard any shuffling of my microphone. Did you hear that? Sorry, that was just nothing. Just scratching my ear, in case that came through. Whatever. If you didn't hear that, then ignore what I just said. So to the boss. What's up with that flying pan? What's going on? Hey! Don't eat that banded arrow. It's my job to bully with these guys. This is Large Fry. He's a pretty strange boss. As you can tell, what he did right there was just... Here's how you fight him. He'll do this little blue phase like this, and then come down and pound on the ground. He'll shake down these big bags. What's inside these? Enemies, of course. So, of course, if you can tell with his mouth being open like that, you need to... Watch out. He's gonna do it again. That will, of course, daze you for a second. So, just throw an enemy into his mouth and he drops out a bomb. Well, this should be good. I'll feed that to you. So now let's beat him a bit. Let's rough him up so that we can defeat him. And he gets even bigger. I like that. Pretty cool. I'm gonna feed you guys. I'm gonna feed him. Whatever. Banded arrows, I'm gonna feed Large Fry. I'm gonna feed you to Large Fry. Hope you don't mind. As you go on, it takes more enemies to get the bombs. Watch out for his carrot missiles. Try to avoid these. Those can be really annoying to avoid. No, I missed. I missed. Oh no, I dazed. I got dazed. That wasn't well worded. Did I say it already? If not, well, if you shake your remote, or if he does the ground, or Large Fry does his ground pound, then you can knock all the enemies out of their bags in an instant. Things here can get really crazy and really fast, because all the enemies that show up on screen will get really bad. Will you throw out a bomb? Yes, you will. Now eat this. And he gets even bigger. I like what he looks like when he gets bigger. It's pretty cool. Shows how great the animation is. Ignore that skeleton guy. You know, those skeleton guys start... Oh, he's doing a green move. Duck! When he goes green, he does that. And here he comes again. Those enemy guys, which are called Recapitators, by the way, they won't come into play until, like, some of the secret levels, and so they're pretty underutilized as enemies. And as the fight goes on, he'll do that ground pound even more. Yeah, so a lot of enemies come around, and a lot of more enemies will become more dangerous. So Watch out for them. Watch out for these carrot missiles. They get really annoying. Ow, stop that. Stop that, short fuse. Stop hitting me with your cannonballs. For that guy hitting me with his cannonballs, he gets squashed. Oh, and by the way, those pirate enemies that we only saw in the tutorial level, they're called Buccaneros, by the way. This is the only other time you'll see them in the game, which is pretty sucks for them because they're really underutilized. Although when they charge with their sword like that, they're pretty devastating. Get out of here, I don't like you. Hey, do you like bandineros? I hope you do. Eat this! No. No, I missed. Stop that. Here he comes again. I want to feed you. Please let me feed you. I have no idea what kind of creature this is. I mean, it's like some sort of duck thing. Come on, eat the bomb. Thank you. Squish that guy. No. Get away from me, Buccanero. Get away from me. I probably should have got a... I should get a garlic. Probably should have gotten a... What's it called? A recovery potion. Ow. Don't hit me, carrot missile. Stop that. Why do I keep getting hit? That's easy enough. Easy to understand. This can be a pretty tricky fight to not get hit in. As all this giant cacophony of villains can be really crazy. That was pretty poor wording. Whatever. The enemies get really ridiculous. He's almost dead. And now, he popped. Poor large fry. It sucks to be him. But with that said, we get our final boss emblem. I know a better thing to call that. Even though there's no noise, that whole group of enemies that we saw would be called a cacophony of cronies of the Shake King. Whatever. Let's get the last boss emblem. Alright. We have beaten the last world in the game. We're almost at the end. It is really surprising how short this Let's Play has been. Although it probably would have been shorter if I had been more diligent in recording these episodes. Whatever. Great job, Wario. You took him on. You took that boss out well. And look at that. All 5 emblems. Ooh, they're doing something. They're gonna show us the way to the Shake King. Oh, shiny light. That's blinding. Ow! There's his boat, all shrouded in purple clouds. So ominous. So creepy. And that is where the Shake King lies. We shall take him on soon. This is the Shakedown Schooner. Schooner. I don't know how to read that last word. Schooner? Whatever. This is where the final boss is. Also, nice thing is that once you unlock the final boss, you can just kind of loop around in the whole world map so that once you get to this area, you don't have to quickly press to the right. Not that it was a big problem in the first place. It's just nice. Anyway, let's go to the pirate shop and buy our last heart container. It's called a heart vessel. Heart containers are Zelda. Speaking of, I would like to do a few Zelda games in the future. But whatever. And now we've got a full 10 hearts. I'm just going to buy this just in case. Because the last boss can be a bit tricksy. And now, Captain Syrup's shop will almost be completely useless. So now, the last thing I'll do in this episode is I'll go into this level and get the last 2 treasures and also do that last mission. But also, once again, I'm really bad at wording, at finding words for sentences. I'll go back to some points in this level to show you the best strategies to get the no killing enemies mission. So, yeah. I'll just speed through this level so that... actually, I'll cut to the places that I need to go, because there are a few branching paths, and I'll show you which way you need to take. I'll see you there, in the creep blue sea. Alright, I think I'm at the first branching path. So what we have to do, I think I'm right around it. It should be coming up really soon. I hope it's maybe taking a while. Okay, here it is. For one of the treasures, we go down in this first branching path. It's kind of like the first level. In fact, finding treasures in this level is easier than the second one, which is kind of a little bit backwards in terms of difficulty for this level, but because we had because it's the third subwarring level, but whatever. At least I think there's a treasure chest down here. Yep, there it is. I don't know what we get from this. What is it? Message in a bottle. Cool. So there's going to be another branching path coming up in a little bit, and we have to go up. It's kind of like the first subwarring level where the branching paths would just be your means to solving either the missions or the treasures. Solving the treasures. That's not very well worded, as is usual whenever I try to make sentences in my Let's Plays. You have to be fast at getting up here because of that current flowing. Here's our last treasure chest. That was easy. Blue coral. So that was easy. So, you know, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll finish this level off myself, and then I'll probably see you in Slipshod Slopes to show you some of the best strategies into avoiding killing enemies there. Okay? See you later. Now, for this level, some of the icicles and ice blocks around here are specifically designed to mess you up for not killing enemies for that mission. So, first off, for this ice block, as I've mentioned before, don't hit it. If you do, you'll just crush these banded arrows. Just hit this one over and just move on to the next room. Sometimes the best strategy to do would be to move them out of the way. Like, if there's a slide around and you want to slide for whatever reason, I'd suggest you move this guy away onto this higher platform, and he'll stay there, by the way. So you don't have to worry about him respawning back in his original position. Just let these guys move away. In case you wanted to get that coin bag, just try using the banded arrow to bounce off their heads. Anyway, in this area, I don't need to worry about getting hurt. I already did that. So, if you remember, there are several penguins up ahead, and this block, if you move along with the block, then you're gonna crush those penguins. So, what I have to do, just hit that, just wait a few seconds, and then go on. These old penguins will stay unscathed. What a good deal. You know, I'm really glad that there aren't many of these don't kill enemies missions. So, let's see, I think the best thing to do for this guy would be... Ow. Don't try to follow this if you're also trying to not get hurt. So, just move that guy around over here so that you can jump off his head because he'll bounce you high enough. I think I'd want to move this guy right around here because... Oops, that wasn't... Oops, that was stupid. Let me try that again. Wait. Crap. Okay, I think the best... Let me see if I can do that again. Don't follow this strategy, by the way. Just move this guy out of the way. Better yet. Just put him there, stop bouncing me into that bumble prod. That bumble prod's still safe and sound, so... Yeah, I think this is the only real strategy that's needed to go here, and I like how cute that guy is when he's digging his way under the snow again. Cute. And when you're escaping from the level, just don't take any max fastosity dash raiders. Just run slowly through the level and don't go fast because you might accidentally run into an enemy. And for this guy, you need that snowball to move ahead. So just move him here, he'll stay there. Don't worry about him respawning right around here because he won't do that, which is very nice. Also, if there are any other rooms up ahead that you may want to go to find treasure, I'd suggest you ignore those. Because in that one room where I had to knock down all those stalactites or icicles to get to that one treasure chest. Excuse me. What I had to do was, well, there's a lot of bumble prods around in that area, and I have to. Okay, what was I trying to say? There's icicles and there's bumble prods. Ignore that room because that could mess you up. That's what I'm trying to say. Get out of here. So just push that over here and don't push it to the right because it'll crush the penguins. And then just slowly escape without using the dash raider. But don't dawdle because you might waste your time. Anyway, I think I'll meet you in. I'll try doing this off screen because I totally screwed this mission up. I'll do it on my own turn, in my own time. So, yeah. I'll meet you in the main menu and then I'll read off the treasures that we found in this world. Actually, before I read off the treasures, I'm going to do a little bit of post-commentary and show you the best way to do this one room again, because I don't think I didn't explain it very well. It's the room that I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how to avoid killing the enemies, so I'm going to show that off in a better way this time, because I did that off-screen, and I did a much better run of that, so yeah. Here's a better way of doing this. And don't mind if the screen ends up blank for a second, that's supposed to be intentional. So what we do is we walk into this room. Don't shake those icicles down because that will kill that bumble prod. First you have to take the banded arrow out of the way, like this. And also destroy that icicle right above the bumble prod, so that it doesn't crush him. Try not to get hit as many times as I'm doing right now. Now you put the banded arrow right down here so that you can bounce off his head and jump up onto that platform. You can move this penguin out of the way so that he won't get crushed under these icicles too. And then stay to the right as much as you can so that you don't accidentally shake an icicle down onto the bumble prod to the left so that you can go out of this room perfectly. So that's what you do. And try not... If you're trying not to get hurt for the no damage mission, then try your best not to get hurt as well, because I failed a lot of times doing that. Now before we read the treasures, I just want to say, I know that I've said before that missions like don't take damage, don't fall into the water, and especially don't kill any enemies are pretty self-explanatory, and that you should figure them out your own, because I don't know if I can come up with good strategies as to doing those missions. But this level in particular is very devious in trying to avoid killing enemies, so I just wanted to show off very special ways of trying to avoid them, because this level is very devious in enemy placement, so be on your guard and try not to kill any enemies, so yeah, just be careful. So anyway, now we'll see you in the main menu. And now I'm back in the main menu. The reason I did that was because I know I explained good strategies at avoiding enemies in the last episode, but I don't think I explained it well enough, so I decided to try it again in this episode. So try doing that as you will, and I did that one mission in my own time, so yeah. Let's read the treasures that we found in this. Also, let's look at the boss emblem. It's nice. Symbol of the enormous water-breathing chef. How cool. And I finally learned how to read the word chef. As in my Paper Mario Blind Let's Play, I couldn't even read the word chef forever. Whenever I came across like Chef Shimmy, I kept mispronouncing that word. So anyway, let's look at the treasures. Last Mahjong tile. No, like the last one. Where did all the others go? I don't know. You tell me. 9 winks. 31 more and you'll have a nap. How nice. Dragon whisker. Part of a dragon's mustache. How cool is that? It's very cool. So cool indeed. It looks really colorful. Pirate's eye patch. Is it possible to patch too many of your eyes? Nah. Message in a bottle. Send help. I'm trapped in a bottle factory, right next door to the fortune cookie place. I don't really know what to say to that, but so, oh well. Blue coral. A single branch of breathtakingly blue coral. Simply stunning. Also a good paperweight. We don't care how pretty they are, they make for good paperweights. Hot dog. This little fellow manages to be adorable and mouthwatering at the same time. That's horrible. I would not want to eat that thing. Poor guy. Crown of ice. A regal crown made of Arctic ice. Be careful. Wearing it induces ice cream headaches. You know, for some reason, this term crown of ice sounds like some sort of object in a fantasy story. I don't know why, it just does. I can't put my finger on what fantasy story it makes me think of. So don't ask me. Aurora Robialis. I love the name of that. A robe you can only see in the far north. you should probably wear something underneath it. So, when you're living anywhere else but the far north, it's completely useless. Vampire's Mirror. Show yourself as a vampire. Vampires don't have reflections, so it's always blank. How useful. Star Hammer. Leave a star-shaped mark on anything or anyone you hit. Pandora's Box. Under no circumstances should you open this. But I bet there's neat stuff in there. And I bet Wario would totally open that just to see what stuff is in there. So anyway, that's all the treasures we found in this world. And in the next episode, we're gonna go on to the Shakedown Schooner to fight the Shake King and save the Shake Dimension. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. I'll see you guys later. Bye.